Oh, there it goes. I never know. Never know. And StreamYard's just going to surprise. Hello.
Hello.
Can you guys see us? I'm going to refresh the phone. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing us either.
Yeah, I'm not
uh, uh,
either. Can you guys see us
oh,
yet? I see the
oh,
counter. Okay,
there we
there it
go.
goes. There it
Yeah, I'm
goes.
not
Hello,
seeing us.
everyone. Hi, hi.
There
Welcome
we are.
in. Oh, happy Sunday. My goodness. That week just went by like super fast. And I don't know if you guys were hanging out over on Catherine's channel on Friday, but that was a pretty good sale on
It was
Friday.
fun. It
I
was a good
loved,
sale.
yeah, yeah, really cool stuff. So welcome in, everyone. Hello, hello, and welcome to my lovely guest, Katherine Young.
Hello.
Um, welcome, welcome. Thanks for doing the sale with me. It's
I'm
been a
excited.
while. Haven't
It
It's
has
been
been
a
a
while
while.
since we've done a sale, hasn't it? I
But
think it
yeah,
has. Maybe a year ago. Has it really been that long? No, surely not.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I know we did one at Halloween time last year with Heather,
Hmm.
but I thought we did another one in there. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, the concept of time. Yes. All right. Let's say hello to the friends. I see there is a lot of people in the chat already. So we'll say hellos and we will go over how the sale is going to work today, and then we'll get right into it. I know this is a different time of the day than you usually see our faces here on the screen. Um, but hey, we want to do an earlier sale so we can get done a little earlier, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Amie granted me that courtesy because I will be packing this evening because I don't want to pack tomorrow after
Yep.
work.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Work tomorrow. Yes. So I'm okay with the earlier time. That just means we can get done a little bit earlier and have a little relaxy time later tonight. So, all right, I'm gonna scroll. I already know who is here first in the chat at 2:51 p.m. today. Should be no surprise. It's William first in the chat today. Hi, William. Good to see you. Kim is here with us. Kim's gonna be just tuning in from a relaxing vacation. I'm glad you had a good vacation there, Kim.
Nice.
And hi, Bob. Good to see you. All right. And Catherine's here in the chat as well as on the screen. She's in multiple places at once, you know. Karen G is here. Karen's going to be our bid ender today. So thank you in advance, Karen, for helping us out. Brooke is here with us. Hey, Brooke. Good to see you. This is a new name to me. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. But welcome. I like your scary cat background. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I'm going to butcher it no matter what I do. We'll just say Black Kitty. Meow meow. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Hello.
Is that somebody from your? Do you recognize that person, Catherine?
I don't. However, I think they might have just registered.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So I think so. I think, but new to me as well. So welcome. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Well, we always love new faces in the chat, and definitely anybody else that's tuning in for the first time. If you have questions as we go throughout the sale, don't hesitate to ask them down in the chat. We do have a lot of helpful and familiar folks with us today. So let's see. Judy's here. Hey, Judy. Good to see you. There's my mom. Mama Pam is here with us.
I know what Pam.
Renee is here. Hey, Renee. Good to see you. Deborah Williams is here. Hey, Deborah. Good to see you as well. Scrolly scroll. Joe's with us. Hey, Joe. Good to see you. How's California, Joe? It's hot here in Michigan. Also in Minnesota. Yeah, it's not fall time. It's not. I would like it to be a little bit cooler than it is right now to get in the
Oh,
fall
and did
spirit.
we say hi to Gnarly Jones? Hi.
Yes, you did. Yes, that
Oh,
was
you did?
Judy. You
Okay.
did. Yes. Darley Jones is AKA Judy. Let's see. Brian is here. Hey, Brian. Good to see you. Morning Angel is here. I think she was in your sale on Friday.
Yes, that was her first live sale.
I love your what you've had. Thank you. I did not make this one. I can't take credit for making this one, but I do. It's got bats on it, bats and feathers, and a zipper flower. I'm here for all the things. Dawn is with us. Hey, Dawn. Good to see you. Um, Mary's joined us today. Hey, Mary. Um, Lisa Hughes just popped in there in the chat. Hey, Lisa. Um, And I think I'm caught up in the chat with everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I apologize. But welcome in. I'm supposed to be back in the 90s. No, you can have that, Joe. You can keep that. Keep that on the Westy Coast. We don't need. No. Okay. So we have 13 rounds of goodies to bring you today. Not entirely Halloween, although a little emphasis on the spooky side. But there is some non-Halloween things that we have brought and crafted as well. Both of us have got crafty for the sale. So, and Katherine has done some amazing things to bring to the sale today. So, Karen popped in there. Hey, Karen. Good to see you, Karen. I got to visit the Copper Kettle Antique Mall yesterday, which Karen Kennedy has. Well, she's actually moved into a huge space. She used to have a small booth, and now she has like a gigantic booth, and it's all fall and color coordinated, and it looks really cute. And we stopped in there. They had a big old parking lot market today, which sadly I did not go to because it wasn't. It was just today. It wasn't yesterday. But good to see you, Karen. Thanks for popping in here. Jean, I saw you just pop in the bottom of the chat. All right, let's get into how the sale will work today. Most of you are very familiar with us, but since we have a few new faces joining us today, oh, Captain Jack, meow meow. Oh,
hi.
he's so cute. I can tell how soft he is, and he just likes snuggles. He likes snuggles. I don't know where Parmesan is. He was back here earlier. He's not. I don't know where he is. He'll probably join us at some point. All right. So first and foremost, before we get the sale started, you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat. So I got some slides I'm going to pop up here to show. So you want to make sure you're in live chat and not top chat. So live chat all messages is the setting that you want to be in your chat. If you're in top chat, it is going to filter out some of the comments. You might miss a bid. You might miss somebody talking to you. So just make sure you're in live chat, all messages. And then we do experience a lag, unfortunately, here on YouTube. I wish we could make it go away, that darn lag, but unfortunately we can't. So we do have a couple options to combat that lag throughout the broadcast. We encourage you to refresh often. So how you can do that, you can either close out of YouTube, whatever device that you're watching on, and come back. The quicker option is to touch my little kitty icon. If you're watching on the mobile devices, up in the right-hand corner, you can find a little gear wheel icon. If you tap that, you can find playback speed. If you hit 2 times, if you are lagging behind at all, we're going to sound funny like chipmunks until you're caught up with us again. We do encourage that is going to be the quicker way to refresh. If you're watching on a computer, you can find the same settings in the lower right-hand corner, that gear wheel icon. Okay, so do that as often as possible, especially if you plan to bid on anything. That is going to help you out a little bit, but that's the best tool that we really have available. And we are doing auction style today, so that will be the bidding down in the chat. So we'll give you a starting price for our items. I will pin it up on the screen, so it'll be on the lower left-hand corner. And we will talk about our item. We'll let you know any kind of information that we know about it, maybe a maker, an era, if it's something that we handmade, and note if there's any kind of issue. So if there's any kind of damage or repairs, we'll make sure and note that as well. If you're interested in bidding on anything today, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat, and I will highlight them in StreamYard as I see them come in, and they'll be highlighted up on the screen as well. We will do a 20-second countdown to account for that lag. Encouraged to put bids in early rather than late. If you wait too long to put in a bid during that countdown, inevitably it will come in after the bid end, and the lag will get you. Every time it will get
Every
you.
time.
So make sure if it's something that you would like, put your bids in early. That's the best thing that we can recommend. And during that countdown, highlight the bids, and the highest bid that I see come in before Karen Gillette's official bid end on our screen will be the winner. We're also doing just in cases here today. So all that we ask to use a just in case is you have at least one straight bid in on the current item. It does not matter when you put that bid in there. You can do it right before the countdown starts, during the countdown. or before the countdown. As long as you have one bid in there, then you're welcome to use it just in case during that countdown. That is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC. Type that into the chat. So for example, if our item is at $20, but you're willing to go up to $50 on the item, you have your $20 bid in there, and during the countdown, you put JIC 50. That's your just in case bid. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. So kind of like eBay, like you put in a max amount, but it won't ever go over that amount. Hopefully that makes sense. And do keep in mind, if there are multiple just in cases that come into the chat that come before the bid end, those do then turn into regular bids. And I have had this slide saved in my StreamYard since the last time we did a sale. So if you win an item from either of us tonight, we do need some information. So if you win an item from me, I need an email sent to me with your YouTube screen name, your real name, if it's different from your screen name, your full shipping address, and an email that I can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that is okay. You can still shop. Just let me know, or let Katherine know also. If you need a checkout link, when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to that invoice, and then you can check out with any debit or credit. And Apple Pay, Venmo, and I think there's a couple other things as well. And if you win an item from Katherine, and I have pinned her contact form in a comment at the very top of the chat, so it's very easy to find. But Katherine needs you to go to her website and fill out that contact information. And it's all the same information that I need in an email. It's just in her form. So it's just a little different. But I like that Katherine has an individual contact form. I like that.
And it's really nice on the contact form. If you're like, oh, what do I send? I forget. Read it. It says, it tells you what to send. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So we need some information, especially if you're a brand new buyer, or maybe it's been a while since you purchased from either one of us. It's always good to just send it again. Just send it again. We appreciate that. It makes it easier when we do our invoicing too. And shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. And that is why we need your shipping address to calculate your shipping. We do both use Pirate Ship for discounted shipping rates versus the full-on retail from the post office. So it's a pretty deep discount, I would say. And we pass that savings rate on to you guys. You guys pay the same thing that we do for the shipping in Pirate Rate. And we calculate that using the weight and size of your package in relation to where you live, from our zip code to your zip code. We do have shipping available to US, Canada. If Phil pops in, I'm happy to ship to Australia. And I ship from Michigan, and Katherine ships from Minnesota. I did make a special little slide today.
Nice.
For that. All right, I think that covers all the nuts and berries of everything. So my email's up here on the screen, and Katherine's website is on hers. You can also find all the information that we just talked about down in the description of the video as well. And of course, questions, let us know. Let us know. All right. Who else popped in here while I was gabbing away? Anybody else pop in here?
I see Catworm. Hi.
Oh, Gavin's here. Hey, Gavin. Good to see you. And oh, Catworm. Catworm just popped in the chat. Welcome in. And Christy, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, Miss Katherine, do you want to go first?
Sure. Am I doing 2 rounds or 1 round? What would you
We
think?
can just do one back and forth.
Sounds good.
Just one back and forth and back and forth. All right, let me get the screen. All right, and just let me know where you're starting your item at.
This is going to be a choice. Start $8.
$8.
I feel so spoiled having somebody put in my
price
for me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So these are little mystery jar pumpkins, but they're wee, okay? I'll give you the exact size. They're little glass. They're glass. They're just the cutest little things. They are just about 3.5 inches tall and just about 3 inches wide. And what's in these little guys is you get like a Halloween pick, and then there is like a bunch of buttons and beads, and there's crystals in here too. There's a big agate slice on the bottom of this one. So just a bunch of fun littles. I think this is a brooch. So just a bunch of fun littles in these. And then here's here's a closer peek at this one. I feel like the Halloween in this one is hiding a little better, but it's there. There's a little Halloween
See a
vintage.
cattail.
Yep, vintage pick. And look at these fun earrings with the stones in them.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then this one, I think, yeah, this one has an agate slice in the bottom too, and other crystals. I love crystals. I love decorating with them. So they're to me, they're kind of fall. They're kind of witchy vibes. All right, I see Renee, and if anyone else is interested, we're looking at 9 or more, and I will start counting down. Okay. So let's see if I screw this up because 20 backwards. Okay, let's
You can
y'all
do
come on, send me good vibes. Um 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. And I was just going to pick them randomly, but if you have a really strong feeling who the winner is of which one you want, you can tell me. That's fine. We can do that.
All right. Robin, you're just in case to come in after the bid end. I do see that on both my devices as well. All right. So looks like Renee had a just in case of 15, but didn't need it. So at 11, Renee is your winner.
Renee, let me know if you want a specific one or just one at random. And you can say like trick or treat or the one with the earring or.
And if Renee doesn't take both, Catworm is your backup.
Yeah.
She says random is fine.
Okay. All right. And Catworm, you're next. Catworm, is random good for you or do you want a specific one?
The lag.
It's a big one today. I'm actually kind of wowed. This is more than my sale on Friday. So
she says random is great.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Yay.
These, by the way, these are just the cutest stinking little jars, by the way.
I love those little jars.
Yeah, they're adorable. So
all right. Well, congrats to you both. Yay.
Thank you.
Something. Okay. My next item is something that was not in my preview because Katherine got an awesome handmade thing done and she said, well, now I have 13 things instead of 12. And I was like, okay, well, I'll find something. It's fine. All right. So this is an item that was not in my preview because I literally just grabbed it. And so this is an individual little salt cellar. I don't know. I got to put it on something. And it does have something that's coming along with it. All right. So it's an individual little salt cellar. All right. And it is made in Czechoslovakia, Bohemian glass. All right. And I picked this up not because it's a salt cellar, but 13 is pretty good for the sale, Kim. I think I agree with you on that. Because the lid of it looks like a spider web. That is really the only reason that I picked this up was because of the lid. And I thought it was so cool. It screams spiderweb to me. I don't know if that's its initial design or not. And the base of it, it's just a clear glass, but it does have a little foil sticker in there, and it says Bohemia glass made in Czechoslovakia on the inside. Okay, right there. There's no chips on the glass at all, but you're also going to get I wish I had a teeny tiny spider brooch to go in there. Unfortunately, I did not. But I did have a teeny tiny, I don't know if this is going to show up, a teeny tiny little rhinestone owl brooch. There he is. And he just fits in there just so. And he's going to come along with it. I do have quite a few jewelry related kind of things tonight. I don't know. I see jewelry and I think of Catherine. So I did bring several jewelry things tonight. But he's the ittiest bittiest little owl. There's no missing rhinestones. So it's just his tummy of rhinestones. He was focused, but he doesn't want to anymore. No missing rhinestones on him, and he's only an inch tall. Look how cute. He's just tiny. So he's going to come along with the little spiderweb salt cellar, and he
That's
just
so
he
cool.
just fits in there. But I think this is a good thing, like if you don't have a dish or something like on your sink or your bathroom vanity or something like that, it's the perfect size to put rings in. If you take your rings off, when you're washing your hands and that sort of thing, and so they don't get lost. And even with the owl in there, I would say that there's room for several rings in there, for sure. But that was my little lot I put together. But we will
That
do.
little piece is perfect for like a cabinet of curiosities because of the top. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I originally picked it up and I was like, well, surely I can find a tiny little spider brooch or something to go with it. And I have yet to find one that is quite the right size. So the little owl will have to do. Although if you find something spidery or a ring with a spider on it, would be even
Oh,
better
yeah.
because then it can just sit on the top. So I see Miss Tammy is in at 14. Yes, Renee, we will do a recap if we need to do a recap at the end. Yes. All right. But I see Tammy's in. So we are looking for 15 or more on the little individual salt cellar. I would say it's mid-century, the salt cellar itself, and the brooch as well, probably same kind of era on both pieces. But let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. That lid is everything.
It is.
And I did see when I was researching this, they originally would have come in a little tiny box in a set of 6.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have had a little Halloween party with your individual salt cellars. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Tammy, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
I love that piece. Like instantly I'm looking at my little like tray up here, my little printer's tray that I made a cabinet of curiosities, and I'm like, that would fit right there. Like
I will look for another one for you.
that's really cool. I love it. So this item, let's see, it starts at 12. Thank you so much. And this one is also inspired by Amie. So that's why I brought it. So this is a cute wall plaque. And I don't think these are actually Joseph originals. I
They
think
are.
are they?
They
I
are.
thought they were little imitation ones. Okay, okay.
Yep, they are.
I will absolutely take it for you. You know. So they got these cute little garbage pandas, and I love them.
Out.
Aren't they so cute? And then look at the how they did the dried like wheat going up it. I think this is obviously handmade. Somebody did a wonderful job with this. It's very beautiful. And then on the back it says Merle's wood arrangements from Scoville, Minnesota. Okay, and then you have your little hanger. It does have a little hanger, and it's one of those fun little 70s ones. And let's tell you how much this measures. What I like about this is when you can like sneak in any little spot. You could even put this like inside a doorway frame or like a, you know what I'm saying, like a frame going into the next room,
So
not
that
necessarily with
tiny
a
little piece
door.
that goes through two. Yes.
Yeah. So, oh, I always do this backwards.
Hey,
So
Dee.
this is 10 inches by 3.5. So it's little. It's tiny but mighty. I fell in love with it. It is so cute. It is just perfect for fall. But yes, they did a great job. You can see the how they did that. They also have I mean the wood is cool too, how it has so much color differentiation. You can really see that there were years where there was like way more rain and
Got
such.
a lot of cool rings on it.
Yeah, it's just it like And I do think it's probably all from like the same tree because of that definition of like how those first ones are different than the outside. Super duper cute. And I see you, Robin. So let's count down for you. If anyone else is interested in these verified by Amie Joseph original little sweeties, they're so cute. They're so
Flocking cute.
They're flocking cute. They are. They're adorable. Get in now at 13 or more. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end.
That is a great idea. Yes. Hold your keys. Those little hooks, little
Oh, that would be really cute. Oh.
All right, bid end is in there. Robin, I saw your just in case you didn't need it. It's coming to you, Robin. Congratulations.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, thank you.
Yay. So cute. Trash pandas are always good. All right. My next item could work in Halloween. I picked it up because it's Halloween colored, although it's not necessarily a Halloween decoration, but that's what I see, and that is why I picked it up. And I love old tins like this anyway, but if it's black and orange, I'm here for it. And I love, so it's just plain black. Now it does have paint wear and scratching, although it's not terrible. I have actually come across this tin in way worse shape than this one, and but I like the wear to it. I do like the wear to it. And it just it's a black tin with the orange background, making the silhouettes with the little courting couple on the front, and also makes a great riser if you want to decorate it and give some height to something. But yes, it does have patina to it. It does have some paint scratching. Here is the bottom. I'll show you the inside as well. I have lightly wiped this down, but I usually with these older tins, I'm pretty ginger as far as cleaning goes because I don't want to disrupt any of the paint. And this is by the Metal Packaging Company. It does measure 5 inches in diameter. So there's about the size. We always compare everything to our heads. And it is 2 3/4 inches tall. But we'll peek on the, maybe we'll peek on the, maybe we won't peek on the inside. I swear I got the lid off of this when I found it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know if the lid's going to come off.
Uh-oh.
Nope, it's not.
That would be so perfect in a display for like Sleepy Hollow.
Ooh.
You know, like where he met Katrina and they danced, you know, so you could have it in the background.
Yes. Well, I thought I got the lid off of this thing. I might be confusing it with another tin because I bought a couple tins at the same time. Nope. It's not coming off. So it is just a permanent tin. There's nothing on the inside either. Nothing on the inside. But we'll bring that back. I am feeling much better, William. I appreciate that. Yes, I feel much better than I did a few days ago. But we'll bring that back at the recap, and we'll get Katherine going.
So this starts at 18. I'm trying not to introduce everything the same way, but I feel like so many of the things I'm bringing are because I'm here with Amie, and and I was just like, ooh, what feels like Amie? What should I bring? So this is inspired by Amie.
Thank you.
So we got some Homeco. Put it in your home. I found this little orange guy and he was all alone. His brothers were not there. So I decided to add little black accents to him. Under his hat, I made him all black. I gave him a collar. And this little dude here is vintage. This is not. The ribbon thing he's on is not vintage. The button is vintage, and then I added cute little ribbons here.
I love the button on the hat.
And then I gave him a little pumpkin on the back because when you got the booty shot, you need something to see. And also there is a spider back here. So the spider, the ribbon, and this web on the bottom that helps with stability, those are all contemporary. And then this little pick is vintage. So it sits and says Happy Halloween for the size. You're looking at 6.5 inches tall by just about 4 inches wide on this little sweetie.
So
And
cute.
he
So
is
cute.
so cute. And I couldn't believe, like, when you don't find all three, it's like, ah, bummer. But I was like, but it's the orange one. I was like,
But
that's
even if it was another one in the series, like it wasn't the orange one, you
mhm.
could paint it and make
But
it whatever color that you wanted. I love that. I love that.
absolutely.
And although
Absolutely.
it's not Murder Elf, it's not the Murder Elf, Hamco Murder Elf, but he's new Hamco Halloween Elf.
He's sweet.
And he
He's
can go in
super
your
sweet.
home too.
I really like, yeah, I agree with you. I really like that big button. It's got definition in that button. And I see you, Robin. Let's count this down for you. If anyone else is interested, we need to go 19 or higher for this handmade little guy. Cute little sweetheart. Okay. I really love him, actually. This one hurts a little to let go. So, so 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Miss Pamela Blanchard makes teeny tiny candy bars. That'd be really cool to put in
That would
there.
be really cute in there.
Yeah, I forget how I think it's like a little printout she got.
All right, looks like Robin had it just in case, but also didn't need it. So Robin, it's yours.
It's yours. You
Yay.
have to you have to let me know what his name is or her name. I don't know.
Yes, I agree. A name is in order. Hello, Picasso Cat. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. All right. I'm going to do a little handmade thing as well. And I'm going to be making some more of these. I only had time for one. So that's what happened when I got a cold last week. I had intentions of doing more than this, but I only have the one. But more will be coming to upcoming sales. Okay, so this is going to start at $16, and it's part handmade, part not handmade. And so first I'll show it to you. So first it is, so it's a little lot. It's a book and then a beaded spider. Okay, a hand beaded spider. But I'll show you what was the inspiration. I found these first. Okay, so this is a book from the 1920s. Okay, and it's a self-published book. I bought several of them. The store that I purchased these from, the video will be coming out soon for that. But she told me that she got it in a lot of things, and it was a self-published book. So Ernest here wrote this book, and he published it himself. Although I didn't pick it up because of like what's on the interior of the book or what the book's about or anything like that. I picked it up because of this awesome vellum paper that is on the book cover. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can see the inspiration here, but look at the spider webs.
That's amazing.
I can't. It's amazing. So I got several of these books, and I was like, well, I have to make something to go on these books. And so that is where I got the beaded spider idea from. So that you can either display your spider on the book, or you can wear the spider if you want. You can turn it into a necklace, but let's see if we can get it to focus here. So you can see the beaded spider. So he is constructed of metal and different kind of glass, see beads. Okay, so he's kind of a bumpy texture, black sparkly one for the end, and kind of a silvery clear one for the head of the spider, and then all the legs are silver and black And you can kind of bend the legs if you want to kind of change the pose a little bit. Renee, I see you. Thank you so much. But I had to rescue these books. They needed a life. They needed to do something. And I was like, yes. So when I make more of these, there's more books, and I will make some more spiders as well. But that was my inspiration to make them in the first place, was this awesome book. So you're going to get the pair.
That's
And
amazing.
the book itself is 4¼ by 6½. And the spider, this one measures 2x2 on it. But it does have a loop at the end. Hopefully you can see that. So you could add a jump ring and string it and turn it into like a necklace if you wanted to. You could also turn it into a bookmark if you wanted to do that as well. So that little inspiration. He's not a scary spider. He's a fancy spider. All right, I see Renee is in. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 17 or more. Hey, Heidi, I'm going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. Thank you. I have to break out the witchy hats. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Renee, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, my next item starts at 24. And this does come with a disclaimer. However, I have rendered the situation fine, okay? So I picked this up from somebody online. They shipped it to me, and it had a smoke smell. And I was pissed. But it has been outside for about 8 months with some baking soda. It smells fine now, okay? But I'm going to disclaimer it because I know some people are super sensitive. But I'm super sensitive to it too. And it smells good. Okay. So, but I am disclaiming it. I don't want anyone to get upset. But it is this beautiful pyrography, um, like a, oh my God, what is it called when there's a face on the thing?
Gibson girl.
Yes, she's a Gibson girl, but she's a cameo. It's like a cameo. It's like a giant Gibson girl cameo. But look how detailed and beautiful she is. She's so good.
Hello, the Withering Woman. Good to see you here.
And then this is not a signature. The signature is right here. And whoever signed this did it very stylized, like the era. If you see a lot of the artist signatures of the era, they look very stylized like this. They almost look like glyphs of some sort.
Yeah.
And you can't really tell what it's supposed to be, but she's simply gorgeous. And then to hang on the back. Now, the size of this, did Ariana pop in? Hi, my love.
She did. Hi, Ariana. Good to see you.
So this is 13.5 by 10, and it's about half an inch thick. And she's gorgeous. She's so cool. I don't know if I've ever seen one like this before.
I have not.
I don't see pyrography in this use, I guess. And what I love about art that is round is put this in your gallery wall, and your gallery wall will look so much better, because when you have a gallery wall that's just all square frames, when one is slightly askew, you can see it, and it'll bug the crap out of you. You can see it. However, if you put different shapes in your gallery wall, it moves people's eyes around in a way that, like, if things are slightly askew, you don't notice it. So I'm a big advocate of, like, put different shapes on your gallery wall. Don't just make it a bunch of squares. So that's why I love her. And let's see, do we have any interest on her? We can pass on her.
Okay. Well, we can always bring her back for a recap too.
Yeah, they did a great job on her. Like, she's done really well.
I have never seen any that large.
I mean, I've never seen it as art for the wall, ever.
I have had a little wall piece. I think it was for I don't know, it had a little bar. I think it was to hang ties, maybe. And
Oh,
it had
yes.
very small, but very small. It wasn't very big. It was only like this big.
Yes,
So
I've
for
seen the
that,
tie racks. Yes, I
yeah.
have, but I've never seen like just like
Mm-mm.
her like this.
Nope.
All right, we'll bring her back.
All right, we'll bring her back. Absolutely. Okay. I have a magazine for my next round, and it's going to start at 18. And I love anytime that I can find an old, really good magazine. And this one is, well, the cover itself is pretty spectacular
Oh,
image wise. Now, it's not in pristine shape. I will say that it does have some wear to it, but it was worth rescuing. That is for sure. From October of 1914. So this really nice image on the front of this huge, like orange moon. And can you see that there's like, I see a face peeking out of her clothing right there. It kind of looks like a ghost face
I
to
see
me
that. That's cool.
peeking out of there. And then she's dressed all in black. And I love this. And I have marked some things in here. And because it's October, we expect there to be a little bit of Halloween in here. There is, and I'll show that to you.
Oh.
But that's not the reason that I picked it up. It's a bonus. All right. So, and then there's this cool Dutch cleanser ad for your cast iron pot here on the backside, little anthropomorphic guy. But I picked it up because there's a Kewpie article. There's a Rose O'Neal Kewpie
Oh,
thing on the inside. Okay, so we've got the Kewpies
oh my
and
gosh.
bedtime here in the center. I have had a couple of these
Wow.
magazines before, and I only picked them up because they always have a Rose O'Neal Kewpie story in here. And it's multiple pages in here, not just the ones that are showing on the screen. Look, we got Doodle Dog over there, and it's also Halloween colored with some orange and black illustrations. So we have the illustrations and then the story to go along with it. Robin, I see you. Thank you so much. And Wings, welcome in. And here is the next page. So we got a few different
Oh,
pages.
wow.
Look at the cubes.
I can't even
So
handle
cute.
it. Oh my
And
God.
then there he is in his little PJs. And there they all, look at that, all tucked in, snug in their,
Oh my goodness.
Doodle Dog is asleep. Oh gosh, it's so stinking cute.
Oh,
So that is in there. And I have marked a couple other cool things in here, although I'm definitely not going to show you everything that's in here. But what I can tell you about so the pages have some wear, okay? The binding has some wear, but what is on the inside is pretty cool. So here is one Halloween thing that is marked in here. And it's kind of like they included this on the other issues that I've had of this. They always have like a little prayer or a poem that they include for the issue. And this one, so it's Good Housekeeping Magazine, October, a prayer for work, but you can see there's a creepy tree and there's a jack-o'-lantern, and maybe it's a kid that's carving the jack-o'-lantern there
cool.
in the back, and then there's some pumpkins and leaves at the bottom. So that is cool. But there's also this really cool spread in here of fashion, and I wanted to show that real quick. So it's winter wear that's in here. So we've got some cool 1914 fashions in here for your winter. And there's a whole section of all of these awesome coats and dresses. And I'm here for the long feathers on the
Oh,
hats and the plumes. Here for it.
oh,
So cool. So those are all. And then there's some other evening attire that they've included in here. Look at that. I don't know if it's hard for me to get it to focus, but the woman in the center there with all those buttons going down the front. I love that. And that lacy dress in the back. There's a couple more fashion pages and then I will count it down. There's some
that's
collars.
fantastic.
There's another Halloween graphic included in here. We've got a bunch of kids. Looks like they're out trick or treating, perhaps. So there's a few children's outfits in there. Yeah, good. And of course, these old magazines, like over half of it is advertising in the back and everything. But I did want to show this one because this one's cool too. We have the 61st floor varnish. Do you see the big old fairy that's waving her magic wand to dry the
Wow.
floor varnish? That's cool. Very cool. But I will leave the rest for the new owner to discover because there's some cool stuff in there as well. Robin's in at 19, so we're looking for 20 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Cupies and Halloween. I'm here. I'm here for it. And I did ask, because I was curious, as I do like to find the antique Cupie postcards. And I did ask the lady that I purchased this from, she was one of the, like, not president, but like one of the board members for the Cupie fan club in
Oh,
Missouri.
wow.
And that's where I get a lot of my cool Cupie stuff. And I asked her, I said, have you ever seen a Halloween Cupie postcard? Because I've had Christmas and Easter and Valentine's and New Year's. And she said, yes, there are. Have I ever seen one? No, I haven't. But they exist. They existed. So all right. Down there at the end, it looks like Robin had a just in case of 31 and Wings had a just in case of 38. So Wings, congratulations. It's yours for 32. Thank you so much.
Okay, so this next item is going to start at, what did I say? Let's see, 28. But now that I know you have this hookup with this Cupie lady, we need to talk, Amie, because there is a Cupie magazine from 1925. The article is written by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and it's illustrated by her, of course. And I have looked for this magazine for over a decade. I found it once, and the guy said not for sale. He just had it out to like tempt other people, you know.
Now
And I
you
was,
have to show me what it looks like. Oh my gosh, yeah.
oh
She
yeah,
says she sets up at Elkhorn.
okay.
Her name is Karen. I call her Karen the Cupie lady. And
Oh,
she says like of years of going to the Cupie convention, Cupiesta and everything, she has dressers full of stuff from the
oh.
Cupie convention. So I will ask her. I certainly will.
Yep, I know exactly what issue it is. I'll tell you what magazine, what issue. Yeah.
Very
But
cool.
yeah, I've only seen it once. And the guy was like, not for sale. And I'm like, oh, you're just setting it out there so people know. Okay, so this one was postmarked October 30th, and it looks like it's 1921. And this is the last Halloween postcard I have this year to offer. Gnarly, is that who wrote this, or is it Grady? It almost looks, I don't know, it looks like it's from one of our people in the chat.
Yeah, that's
um
true. Yeah, it does. I was trying to read it.
but yeah, it's cute. It's how are the elves, or I think he's saying elves. He's just spelled it wrong, you know. How are the
How
elves
are
taking
the
care of
elves
you?
taking care of you?
Yeah, which is makes a perfect amount of sense when you see what the postcard
That's so
is.
good.
So he was referencing the front, which I thought was super duper cute. So let's get in on this, okay? So top is this gorgeous dramatic tree by the stars. Now I do think of this as pixies, not elves, but you can go either way. And then you got your little cutie patooties. Oh my god, they're so good. And then you got the Halloween greetings. Good luck and good cheer. May these be the spirit that haunt you all year. It's so cute.
That's
Um,
amazing. It
yeah,
starts
I've
at
never,
Judy, it's at 28. Starts at 28.
but yeah, I've never seen one with pixies before. And
I've never
Amie,
run across this. I knew they existed. There's a series of these, but I've never seen one in person anywhere. But
yeah, Amie let me know that, there were other ones and she was showing me some other ones. But this is just fantastic.
it's so good.
I mean, I would have picked it up even if it wasn't Halloween. And I think because it's kind of like untraditional Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I was able to get it for a price that I could bring it for resale. The person had it priced as like a pixie postcard, so it was still high, but it was filed under pixies, not under Halloween and or fairies or something. It was filed under something like that. And I was like, oh, like this is still high, but it's not like high. Like
Right.
but yeah, just they're really cute. I love them. I love their little bellies. Look at the little outies. They have little
I would
outies.
probably audibly squeal if I came across one of those in person. Probably.
And as you can tell, there's a little bit of creasing, but it really doesn't impact the image on the front. But I love that they're referencing the front. I just think that's cute. It's does it have any embossing? Not really. There is a slight emboss. There really is, but it's very faint. So it's hard for me to even say like, yeah, it's embossed. It is, but it's super duper faint. So it almost isn't, but there's an emboss on that one. All right, y'all, let's count it down. I see you, Gnarly Jones, at 30. So if anyone wants to get in on this, it'll be 31 or more. This is an exceptional deal on this, by the way. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. God, so cute. It's so cute. It gives me that cuteness aggression. Like you just want to like grab their little cheeks. Oh goodness.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. So Judy had the high bid at 30. She did have it just in case, but did not need it. Congratulations, Judy.
Congratulations. This is so fantastic.
It's so
Congrats,
good.
congrats, congrats.
So good. Never have I ever seen a Pixie Halloween postcard. Not even at the Midwest Holiday Show. I didn't see one there.
Dang.
So that's fantastic. And all the other ones that are in that series, the ones that I've seen pictures of, I've seen at least 3 different ones than the one that Katherine has. So I'm not sure how many are in the series, but there's other ones. There's definitely other ones. All right, I'm going to do, I have a pretty good brooch. So I'm going to do that next. It's going to start at 28. All right, and it's pretty good. And it is stamped, and I'll show it to you in a second. It's stamped Austria on the back. So we've got some Austrian rhinestones, and it is gorgeous. I don't know if my camera is going to do it justice. My camera has not liked to show things as pretty on screen as they actually are in person. And that is not working. Let's see. See if we can catch it. It is just not focusing like I want it to, but it is. There we go. It is a stunner. So it's all very high quality prong set giant black rhinestones first off, and then there's these little silver leaves. No 9 to 5, no sterling marking or anything on it, but some little leaf accents in there. And then a giant white rhinestone in the center, surrounded by 5 other smaller ones. And no Aurora Borealis on this one. It's just black and white and silver, and a cat hair. There's a Parmesan hair. There we go. We'll get that out of the way.
Oh
You
my
don't need
God.
that in
I
there.
am obsessed with the leaves on the side.
It's
Oh,
really pretty. So I'll turn it to the back, and you can see it's got the open back settings here
wow.
on the back side. Not that any light can pass through those black rhinestones, but if they were clear, you know that that's why those settings are that way. And then back here on the back, there's a tiny little rectangle, and that's where it's marked Austria. On the back side, it does have a safety clasp. The point of the pin back does extend past the safety clasp, so just wanted to make you aware of that. There's no bending, no missing stones, not really any issues to it that I can note for you. There's a just Parmesan hair that I keep finding on it because he likes to help me
It has been
curate.
blessed.
I
It has
don't
been
see there's
blessed.
just maybe a little bit of minimal like surface wear to those black stones, but not like deep groove scratches or anything like that. I did lightly surface clean this. Um, a cat worm, the cat hair is included free of purchase. If anybody wants Parmesan hair, I have plenty to share with you. I just don't like it when it's caught in the rivets of the stones. I don't like that. But it is large. It is a very large brooch. It is about 2 inches, 2 inches in diameter. It's just really pretty. Of course, I brought it. You can wear it for spooky season, but it's definitely high class. This would work for New Year's, I think, too, or on the lapel of a black jacket. It would be really pretty as well. But I thought I would bring it tonight. I see Trina's in at 28. Thank you so much. I do believe this is mid-century, probably 50s, 60s era on this one, marked Austria on the back. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, absolutely. I would totally wear that on a hat. Absolutely. And hello, Stephanie Kite. Good to see you. Stephanie, are you coming to Springfield? You let me know. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Trina, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, so my next lot here starts at 28. And it is a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 items, maybe 7 because I'm horrible at counting. Okay. So we start out with actually, again, pyrography. I'm a sucker for it. This is actually one of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen. She is fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. It almost looks like there's a horseshoe behind her, but it's even more vivid on the inside. So this is how I want to display this item, is because she's very vivid on the inside. So that's how we're going to do our little display here, okay? So inside your glove box, which, oh, here, let me measure it for you. This is just about 13 inches by 4 inches, okay? And then it's an inch high. And then nothing on the back, so you know. So we're gonna display it like this. You need gloves in your glove box. And I'm gonna tell you right now, these are slightly too tight on my wrists. These beautiful black leather gloves, high quality vintage leather gloves. Or I would never give these to you because I love these type of gloves for winter. So we're gonna put those in there. That's our first piece that's gonna go in the display. And then this guy is kind of withering. This is kind of Ariana, but I love it this way. So this is a little it's not toiletries. What do you call like the nail kit? Like it's not toiletries, is it? Is that?
No, like a pedicure kit?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Manicure
yeah,
kit?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's still not the word. It has another word when it's
it
like
does
that.
have another word. So it is kind of it's been through some things. It's missing a few pieces, but there are some pieces in there. There is still your cuticle pusher. There is a what would be an emery board holder. There's also a tweezers, and a big wide emery board in there. So that's in there. And then look at the beautiful edging on that. You see that beautiful gold edging? Goes all the way around. Okay. So we're going to add this to your display. And then I wanted to do something a little spooky. Oh, I got to make sure this is in frame. So you're getting a witch all new old stock label. So this is legit old witch all label. So we're going to put that in there. And then this gorgeous little brooch. It's about 1 1/4 inches, and it is an oldie. So this is for sure Victorian. Oldie little brooch.
Sure.
So we're going to put that right there. And then I found something else that matched that I thought was just beautiful. This is a Victorian advertising card. Absolutely gorgeous. There's the back.
Ivory polish for the teeth.
Yep. But she's just beautiful. And the way I kind of thought of it was kind of like over here, kind of. So you have your little, you kind of have a little kind of layer effect going on. And then the last piece is this rogue hand mirror.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful? I had to save this, even though it is missing the piece that it pivots on. I just had to save it. And it's, you know, it's been through stuff, but I had to save it because it was beautiful. And what I love about this is you look at her hair. Look how it's done. Look how her hair.
It's almost the same. Yeah.
I know. So, okay. And then that goes in there. So this is your display. So that is a full glove box display. And it's beautiful. All the pieces are just beautiful. It took a long time to get all the pieces. And I see you. Thank you, everybody who's putting in bids. I appreciate you. This is a fun one. This is a really fun one. And, you know, you can take like the witch hall out of there if you don't want it to be like spooky. But I just thought that was kind of good for Halloween. This is a little more subtle Halloween. And it all just kind of matches together. All right, let's count this down. I see Picasso Cat at high bid at 33. And if you are interested, you'll have to go 34 or higher. So thank you, everybody who's bidding. Oh, I see a 35. So thank you. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. But like, it's just such a cute little display. Sometimes when I make displays like this, I feel like I'm a little hit or miss. So I never know if people are gonna be like, I'm never
everything
gonna
like works. Everything works.
Yeah, so I hope people think it's pretty fun.
All right, bid end is in there from Karen. All right, looks like at the end, Leslie Clark had a 35. Picasso Cat had a just in case of 38. But Leslie got back in there with a straight bid of 40 right before Karen's bid end. So Leslie Clark is your winner.
Thank you. I love this one. So I'm glad it's going to good home.
Congratulations. That is good. That is good. Oh, should I do one? I have 2 lots too. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna do one of my lots next.
All right,
and I'll save my other one for a little bit later. I also love to put little lots of things together. That should be no surprise. And this one was fun to put together. So let me get it up here and I'll show it to you. Mine's gonna start at 36. And let's see, there we go. And this is a lot of items as well. Nothing is permanent in here. You can do with it what you will. But here is my first little lot. I have another one that's coming later. But the base of this is a jewelry casket. I love to
Oh.
use the jewelry caskets. If the lining is not good in them, I do like to put little like lot things together that just want to live. And this was kind of a little spooky one that I put together. So you're going to get everything that you're seeing. So let's break it down. Picasso, can I see you? Thank you so much. All right, so let's break it down. The base of it is a really nice silver plated jewelry casket. It does have big old kind of three-dimensional roses. I like the wear to it. The hinge is good. No issues with the hinge on the jewelry casket. This one does have a marking on the bottom. It does say Rogers Silver Plate Company on the bottom.
Ooh.
Most of the time they don't have any kind of marking, or if they
Yeah,
just have
that's cool.
a patent number on the bottom. But that one actually has like a legit stamp on it. So it's just covered with rosebuds and things on it. But I like the kind of gunmetal kind of silver plate wear to it. So it does have a little bit of the lining still in it. All right. It has some of the rope there. Some of the kind of, I don't know, light bluish color kind of silk is still kind of in there, but most of it is missing. So I did have a little bit of antique lace there to kind of give it a little bit of a pillow in there still. All right, so that is part number one. Part number two is the brooch, and we love a good dangle. So this is a dangler
I
or a
love that.
chandelier brooch if we're going to be a little bit more bougie. And this is how it's supposed to hang when you wear it. But I had it kind of draped over the side of the jewelry casket. This one is just no marking on the back of this one. It's kind of also dark gray rhinestones and white rhinestones. No missing. Everything is prong set on there. So I just kind of had that one draped on the side of the jewelry casket. And because it's kind of like moon shaped on there, it just hangs like perfect there on the side. And then the last thing that's in the slot, this actually came out of a scrapbook, so a vintage scrapbook. This little Halloween image of Shirley Temple and her pumpkin. It still has like the paper and like some other image on the backside. So that did come out of a scrapbook. And I thought that that looked cool. Her Shirley just hanging out of the top of the
So cute.
jewelry casket. So that's the little lot I put together. I'll give you a couple measurements and we'll count it down. The brooch itself, the chandelier brooch, is 2 3/4 by 1 3/4, and the jewelry casket is 4 1/4 by 3 by 3 when the lid is shut. Okay, so let's count it down. Picasso counts in at 36. So we're looking for 37 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Janine. All right, the lag. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Thank you for being here. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Kathy, I get to send you Happy Meal. That's exciting. Have you bought from me before? I don't know. I don't know if you have, but congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Again, this one's inspired by Amie. I seriously, like, over half my sale is. Start this at 18. Now, this little lady does have some condition issues, and I upcycled her a bit, but everything that's upcycled on her is completely removable. So her hat is stitched into her hair, so you can actually clip it out. And the rest is just some little ribbons. So we have this little lady.
Cutie pie.
Yeah, she's super cute. When I saw the coloring of her dress, I was like, oh, you gotta
I
be my
love
little
that dress.
spooky baby.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she does have damage. You can see that there's damage here on the lace. There's some little stains in her dress, so she's not in perfect condition. The hat, however, is stitched into her hair,
Oh, look at
okay?
that.
The big wide bow on the hat is actually original to her. So that I kept with her. It was around her waist. She is the close eye kind. She sleeps. And then I gave her a little kitty cat, little trick or treat bucket. And then she has a little ribbon around her neck. So she has cute little Halloween accents, but none of it's like permanent. Nothing's like glued on her with super glue or anything. So you can take them all off. But I did put some effort into making her a spooky little
We have
sweetie.
matching hats. We both have bats on our hats.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Look at that.
She's adorable.
But yeah, and then she does sit. So she's sitting right now, and then she can stand. She does have the like the back stamp, you know? So it
Yeah.
says Storybook Dolls USA. So she's got that on the back. And I don't know how to date these the way you do, Amie. So I'm
I
not
don't,
sure.
truth be told, I know most of mine are like about the composition ones. I don't know a lot about the plastic ones.
Okay.
I
So
don't,
I just, yeah,
yeah,
I don't know.
my knowledge is lacking in the plastic ones. I know that they switched from the composition to the plastic, but I don't know when they switched to the Betty by eyes because
Mhm.
they didn't all have those blinky eyes. They were just stationary for a long period of time.
All
But I
right.
don't know date wise.
Okay.
50s, I think. 50s
Okay.
somewhere in there.
All right. Well, I see you, Morning Angel. So let's count this down for you, okay? If anyone else is interested, 19 or more. And again, she isn't perfect, but she's spooky perfect. So we had to go for it. She just great colors, perfect for Halloween. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end on this little sweetheart.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. All right, looks like Morning Angel is your winner.
Thank you so much. She's coming your way.
She's lovely.
She's so sweet.
Lovely. Okay. I have a choice round. And it is, I did bring some Halloween postcards, although mine are awesome pixie postcards. I wish they were, but they're not. But I have two postcards from the same series, so that's why I was bringing them together. So I will show you the first one. So here's the first one from the series. And both of these are unused. So they were not sent in the mail, they were not written on, and they are not postmarked. But what I can tell you is this series came out around 1912, 1913. I've actually had this one before, the same pumpkin one a couple years ago. But it's just Halloween, and I like when it has the little apostrophe, Halloween. Greetings there with the jack-o'-lanterns hanging from the tree.
I love that.
The awesome kind of deco inscriptions here on the back. And it is a Gibson Art Company card. So there it's marked right there from Cincinnati, Ohio, and on the back side. And both of these are in good condition. I would say there's like very minimal where there is a tiny little discoloration on the back of the pumpkin one. All right, Deborah Williams, I see you. Thank you so much. So
That's
that
a
is
fantastic one. That one is
choice number
perfect.
one.
I love that.
And choice number two is not something that I normally see featured in, or not ones that I come across anyways, are bats featured in. So this is from the same series as the pumpkin. And this one has the spooky trees and then the bat flying over the moon. And you can see there's a teeny tiny little person back there in the background as well of that one. Or maybe that's dripping blood. I don't know. I see a person back there. I don't think it's dripping blood, but it could be, I suppose. May the only spirits that invade your home at Halloween be the happy spirits of friends. So that's why I don't think it's dripping blood. I think it's a friendly postcard here on the back. And this one is also not signed or dated or postmarked. But again, I believe this series came out in 1912, 1913. And I think there are 4 other ones in this series as well. But they're both vertical postcards, great candidates for framing if you wanted to do that as well. So I see Janine's in a 19, so we're looking for 20 or more on a choice. Winner can take the pumpkins or the bat, and let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And StreamYard, all the comments are coming in big chunks. So that does tell me that the lag is pretty terrible. If you guys have not refreshed in a while, make sure and do that. Do that gear wheel icon, playback speed, if you can, to refresh. All right. But thankfully, nobody came in after the bid end. So that's good. All right. At the end there, we did have some just in cases. So it looks like Dusty Moose had a just in case of 28. Robin had a just in case of 31, but Janine had a just in case of 35. So Janine, for 32, let me know if you want pumpkins or bat. And if Janine does not take both, Robin, you're going to be on deck. And then Moose on the loose is going to be next after that. And then it will go back to Deborah. Oh, Janine's going to take them both. You got it, lady. Thank you so much.
I think they look amazing together. So good call on taking them both.
That's why I couldn't decide which one I liked better.
So this was not something that I ever picked up, and the vintage community inspired me to look closer at these items. So this is going to start at 16. And what I have here is a little baby cup. And it comes with a little spoon and a little fork. Now I do, so the fork says Wallace plate. The spoon says Wallace plate. So these 2 pieces do look like they match. And then this one, it's just, it really, yeah, it's really hard to see. It's kind of rubbed off. I think it's something in Sons on the bottom. But it is marked, but I don't necessarily think it's set as like the baby cup went with the spoon, and you know what I'm saying. I think the person just used it that way. But, okay, this is why I picked it up. It has Little Bo Peep engraved on it.
I don't think I've ever seen one with a nursery rhyme engraved on it.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, that's different. I did shine it up a little because with the patina, it was actually harder. It was hard to see it. And I wanted to be sure on the live sale, y'all could see it. In person, you can clearly see it, just so you know. Even though it's hard to see on screen, in person, you can clearly see it. And it says, Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. And her little face, she's literally like, who? There is no sheep. I don't know where they went, but they're not on the cup. And her little face is I bad glare, of course.
I feel like that was a missed opportunity. They should have put the sheep on the back of the cup.
Right? But her little face, she's like, whoa! Like her eyes are all wide.
I can see her face.
But they did a really detailed job with the scene. Like the scene is very detailed. Now, this little cup is 2.5 inches tall. And then with the handle, it is about 3.5 inches wide. But yeah, and I thought it was cute that it had the little set. I'm sure that's how they used it, you know. But they don't necessarily match. It's a little bit of a marriage, if you know what I'm saying. So But yeah, super cute. And I love the patina on it. I'm a big fan of patina. I know some people would shine this all up, but I'm like, it took years to get that way. That's special.
Yeah. You can't manufacture that.
And I see you, Robin Watson. Let's count this down for you. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. This little sweetie. This would be cool to set next to the little storybook figure.
Yes.
The little,
yeah.
That would be cool.
All right, bid end is in there. The sheepy cup bid end from Karen. Robin, I see you just in case, but you didn't need it. It's coming to you. Thank you so
Robin,
much.
you are rocking that just in case. You were like, I'm protecting.
She wants it. She wants it.
I love it.
And that's a good use of just in case too, just to protect your bid. Yes.
It is. It's good.
All right. And 133 of you here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate you being here. If you could, please make sure and give the broadcast a thumbs up. That would be amazing. All right. Let's see. I think I have a non-Halloween item for my next round. But although I did pick it up, well, because I've seen this before and it's been really expensive. I loved it the several times I've seen it, but it was horribly expensive. And most of them online are horribly expensive as well. But she is Halloween colored. All right. And I do have, this is very cool. This is a early 1900s fairy soap advertising tip tray.
Oh
and
my God.
I love, okay, I'm really loving that my camera's cooperating right now, because the paint on it, although it does have some wear, but it's pretty still nice and vibrant. But up in her hat, can you see like the crazing, how it looks like she's covered in a spider web? I just love that. I love that wear to it. But she is sitting on a giant bar of fairy soap. Dusty, I see you. Thank you so much. And have you a little fairy in your home? I don't know. Do you? And it's just the cutest little tray. They did make larger trays with the same image, some other advertising pieces, but I love this tiny little one. And I'll turn it to the back. So it does have all the right kind of wear it's supposed to have. All of the wear here on the bottom from being passed back and forth on a flat surface. Sense, sense, and sense. People with common sense pay but 5 common cents for a soap with no common sense. That's fairy soap. Fairy soap, the floating oval cake, is white and pure with no scents or dyes to disguise adulterations. It costs but 5 cents. Avoid dyed soaps, like no wire hangers. Avoid dyed soaps.
Wow.
On the back. So I don't really see, I was trying to look pretty close if there was any rusting to it. I don't see, not any. It's just kind of paint wear on it. But I love stuff like this. I don't know. It's just I'm just always attracted to old advertising and anything like this. And the wooden fairy soap box actually has this gorgeous paper decal. I've seen a couple of them of a fairy, an actual fairy, and it's just amazing. So I always look for fairy soap stuff anyways, but I just liked that. And she can work for Halloween because it's orange and black, right? And that cool crazing spiderweb effect that is on the front of it. I just love it. I believe it's from the early 1900s.
Yep.
Could be a touch older than that as well. Let's count it down. I see Renee is in at 25. Hey, Quail. Susan just popped in there with a 25 as well. So Renee has the first 25. We're looking for 26 or more. And Susan has brought us back up to 26. So we're looking for 27 or more. Oh, I didn't give you a measurement. It's 4 1/4 inches in diameter. If you have a little plate rack, and actually this probably would work in a flower front too. I didn't try it. It probably would work in a flower frog as well, but you just want to be careful with the paint. All right, let's
I
count
have
it down.
never seen an original one. I've only seen
Yeah,
reproductions.
this is not the reproduction.
That's
This is a
wild.
good one.
That is
That's why
wild.
the couple of originals that I have seen have been very expensive.
Oh yeah.
One at an outdoor antique show I saw a couple months ago, and then one in a locked case. Um, but those are the only ones that I've ever seen
It's
in person.
amazing.
So let's count it down. We're looking for 27 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, a 2, 1, bid it. I did not get this in a estate sale, William. I actually got this last weekend at an outdoor show.
Wow.
All right, there is the bid end there from Karen. Thank you so much. So Renee had a just in case of 30, and Dusty Moose had a just in case of 49. So Dusty, it's yours for 31. Thank you so much.
Dang, that is a
I
deal.
think Dusty has my other fairy soap item that I have found. I
Oh
think
my
so.
gosh. That is a deal. Congratulations. I love that. Love, 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 love that. I've literally never seen an original. Okay, this is my highest priced item. So we are starting this at 65.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I think we know what it is. So when I saw Amie this past year at Elkhorn, I found a lady head base that I'd never seen before. And it was in one of those booths where like they weren't selling anything kind of like a lady head base, you know? And I was like, oh, that's the odd one out. I'm going to go ask about it. I got a great deal on it. I was so excited. I was like, I've never seen this one. It's beautiful. It's great. Wouldn't you know, when I got home and was unpacking my car, I dropped her and she shattered, like done. Like, oh, I like
Happened to
wanted to
me
cry.
too. I know
I
exactly
like,
what that feels like.
I just wanted to cry. And like, her eyelashes were perfect. Everything was perfect on her. And until she met me. And so I cannot say that this has no cracks, no chips, because it has all of those things. But I did save her. Okay. So
She's so good.
where the lines are, where the stitches are, that is really how she cracked. It does go through her hair. Like she was completely in pieces. She was not together at all. However, those dang eyelashes, they stayed.
Wow, the eyelashes survived.
They're perfect. Look, the eyelashes are perfect.
Oh my god.
And the arm, the flower is still perfect, which is wild.
How in the world
This
that
is
dainty
still
little
good.
flower?
Look at that. It's like all the like
And the fingers.
parts, all the
Wow.
parts you think would break are still good. Now, when I did the repairs, I also, there's a big chunk under here and there's some repairs down here. I did it with a product called Milliput, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
so Milliput is specifically for repairing and adding on to ceramics. Like that is what it's for. It hardens just as hard as ceramics.
But you can
So
sculpt it and mold it, and then when it dries, you can paint it and sand
yep.
it.
Yep. So like if you go on YouTube and you look like how to repair antique and vintage ceramics, they're gonna use Milliput. So like this is the real, like I didn't just put some kind of clay on it. Do you know what I mean? Like I
Yep.
made sure that I
Yep.
used like the good stuff to make sure that this baby stays together. And then I built this part of her hat. She was just a flat brimmed with that beautiful feather, and I built the top, okay? Now I stuffed it with like the green foam. This tree is modern and so are the ornaments. So I just thought it was fun to do. But yeah, they're just yeah, I adore it. Um But you can take the tree out. It's not like stuck in there forever. It's literally in like floral foam, you know?
It's like a two-part stuff that you mix together, kind of like a two-part epoxy, but it's more like a clay consistency. I have worked with it as well. And then you sculpt to do whatever you need to do with it, and then you let it dry. And if you need to sand it, you can sand it, and then you can paint right over it like you would just ceramic. So yeah, it's awesome stuff.
And she still has her left in sticker. And she's numbered. No year on this one though. But like you can see right here, she was dropped and I repaired it with the.
She like broke in like the most perfect places, to do the stitch work.
Yes.
Like,
So I had to save her. I cannot tell you there's no cracks, no chips, because that's a lie. But I had to save her. Also, she is kind of done in like an iridescent paint, just for fun. I
yeah.
just was like, it would be kind of fun if she kind of had a bit of a shimmer, a bit of a rainbow shimmer in there, just a little extra fun. I thought that would be fun with the ornaments because the ornaments glisten. And then she has a solid matte spray coat around all the paint. So like you're not going to be able to smudge this paint off. It is completely solid matte coated on her. So it is there. So
She does kind of look like a Barbie. I agree with that.
yeah, she does. I had never seen her before. I had never seen one with feathers on a hat. I'd never seen that. I thought she was just glorious. But she did. She broke completely, completely, completely. She was in 3 large chunks. Um, yeah, but I see you. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate you so much. And let's count this beautiful baby down. Ugh, I love her. I really didn't know if I was going to have her ready for the sale at all. I had no idea. I wanted it for my sale on Friday. It wasn't ready, and I was like, I don't know if it's going to make it for Amy's sale.
I'm
Because
glad you got it done. It's awesome.
like you said, Amie, you have to milliput has to dry, and then you have to
Yeah,
sand it. Then
it does take a long time to like cure before you can actually do what you want to do to it.
yeah, so it was just like I don't know if it's going to get done. All right, let's count it down. And we'll have to go 76 or higher. And I would advise a just in case on this one. So 20, 19, 18, 17. Oh, and by the way, the whole thing comes to 21 inches. And she, like the original head base height is 6 inches. And with the hat, she is 8.5. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. There's something kind of rockabilly about her too when you get her in the green colors for some reason. I don't know why green, like a Franken green, makes her look rockabilly. I have no idea.
I see it too. I see it.
And then, I mean, the flower is perfect. Her
All right.
eyelashes are perfect.
There's the bid end from Karen. And your winner is Miss Jane.
Congratulations. You're going to love her.
So good.
She's so fun.
Well, there will never be another. Well, unless there's another happy accident, but
no. Well, I
let's
wasn't
hope
so
not.
happy. I wasn't so happy when it happened.
No. But I think she actually she got an improvement.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm just saying. Yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations. So
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to start my next, and this is my other kind of lot of items. So it's going to start at 40. And this was also something that I found the base of this, and then I knew exactly what I was going to do with it the second I saw it. So this is a lot of items. So you're going to get everything that you're seeing together, which is this awesome Victorian boot lot with a witch. Okay. And so the boot itself is a Victorian lady's boot. Just screams witch shoe to me. And this came from the coolest estate sale. I cannot wait to edit this video. Usually I don't get to film at estate sales. Mama Pam and I were actually on a road trip. We were going somewhere else, and we saw a sign. And so we did a Yui, and we went, and this house was filled with like antique dolls and collections and just cool stuff. And we didn't get there till like after lunchtime. And I don't know what could have been in there before we even got in there.
Wow.
So I'm going to show you everything about the lot that you're getting first. Okay,
So good.
This boot,
So
it was just
good.
one. I asked, I was like, is there another one? Is there another one? And she was like, no, just the one. And it was in a box with like a mink stole and like a couple purses and some gloves and like accessories and that sort of thing. And just a single boot. And I was like, that is a witch boot. By far, it's a witch boot. Now, there was this is how I found it, with some cardboard in here, and it is, the leather is deteriorating up here at the top. It's late 1800s boot, so the fact that it's still together is pretty fascinating. Okay. And it still has the lace and everything about it, but I just knew that it needed a little something. Okay. So I found this in my antique stash, this really kind of creepy goldy green, if you will, antique lace. All right. And I will explain why there is a little cameo button there when we get there. So that is a little cameo brooch that's attached to the lace. So then I made some of these last year. I have some antique cabinet cards, and this cabinet card, I loved the imagery of her on it. She was like, I got to have my hat back. So I have made a little black paper hat, done a little bit of shading on there to put back on her head. But she is wearing this cameo brooch up at the top of her dress. And this one is from Philadelphia, New York, the studio that took the photo. So that's why I paired the tiny little cameo brooch there to kind of tie in the brooch that she has around her neck. And this is a much older brooch as well. It just has a very simple C clasp on the back side, little rhinestones, and then the tiniest little cameo in the center.
That's beautiful.
Excuse me. So that's why I put everything together.
I love that. That is exceptional. You know, you go to like modern stores and you can buy a witch shoe, and it's like this, like, you know, it's like a made plastic decor thing. Like, this is the real deal, you know? Like, people pay like $35 to have fake resin witch shoes.
The boot itself is 9.5 by 9.5 width-wise. And the little tiny brooch, the cameo brooch there, is 1.25 by 3/4. So it's a very tiny, like kind of scatter pin, itty bitty size. And then the cabinet card is 6.5 by 4.25. But I don't see any interest on that. So that's okay. I'll bring it back one more time at the end.
You caught him. Look at, he's like biting me and being squirrely. And my next item starts at 28. If I can get my hand over there. Sweetheart. 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 Honey bunny. Mama needs a hand. Okay, this is the last one of these I have. I bought out an entire collection of these. Yeah, look, sir, look. You're going to be my Vanna White, okay? This is, again, not technically a Halloween decoration, but it is the perfect Halloween colors. Now, this is a Canco tin. Okay, baby, we'll put you down. You being squirrely. Say goodbye to your adoring fans. Say goodbye, y'all. See you later. Getting me all furry for the sale. Thank you. She measures 7.5 inches by 1 inch deep. This is the second to largest size in this set. This set has 5 different sizes, I believe. So there's a bigger one, this size, one a little smaller, and a square kind of glove box type one. But how perfect is she for Halloween? She looks like a mystic. She looks like she'd read your tarot cards. And that's the actress it is. She's a silent film actress. This set has 4 different designs, I believe. Different actresses, and one actually has an actor. There's actually a gentleman. I don't remember if this one opens or not. Amy, I'm having the same problem you are. Let's see. Does this one open? Oh, it does. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this one doesn't have the inside I thought it was going to, but it is still orange on the inside, and it kind of has like a what's that called? This pattern, I forget. There's a type of pattern that is. It's like a pattern that you would find on fabric. And then it is a canco. And this is the last one I have to offer. So this is it. I have no more of these, and I have never come across them at a price I can offer them. So so this is it. This is the last one. I won't be having any more of these. So, and I don't see any interest. Oh, no, I don't. I see wings. I see wings. Wings. Let's count this down for you, okay? Look at this beauty. I mean, look at the condition of the graphic on this one. That's insane. The condition's great. So, all right. To mask. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I knew somebody in the chat would know that. All right. So, count this down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Set this next to a stack of like tarot cards. It'd be so good. Or like a little little crystal ball display. Oh, it'd be so good.
Excuse me, you guys. All right, bid end is in from Karen. And looks like Wings had a just in case, but didn't need it. So Wings is your winner.
Congratulations. She's amazing.
Oh, sorry, you guys. I just had I had a coughing thing.
Oh.
I don't know, come out of nowhere. Anyway, so all right. How many rounds do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, right?
Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3. 3?
Am I counting wrong? Oh yeah, I counted wrong.
Okay, I was like, huh?
No,
I can go grab more.
Right. No, I counted wrong. Okay. It's because of the extra thing. That's why. Okay. I have a handmade thing for my next round. Hopefully I can talk and get through it.
Oh, lady.
Hooty hoo. I had to make a little kitschy something for the sale. I love these colored Watkins spice tins, and it still has the nutmeg in here. Wow. FYI. And I especially love when I find the orange and black one. I don't come across these colored ones very often. And the tin is in good condition. And perched on here is a Joseph Originals, Hooty Hoo, little owl friend. And I love the bright yellow eyes on him. And I have a door in the tin with some black tinsel. And he has, I have made him a little witchy hat. And he has, there is armature I put in here. So you can you can pose the hat a little bit how you want. So it doesn't have to be straight up and down. But I did kind of give it a little bend, a little crook in the hat as well. And then on top of the tin, there is a little vintage flocked pumpkin and some little vintage little leaves, and I've added in a little spun cotton yellow mushroom there next to him to bring out the yellow in his little eyes. And this one, oh, sorry, guys, is signed on the back.
Oh,
Sorry.
goodness.
Signed on the bottom. And measurement for it is 8.5 by 3.5. All right. Sorry, you guys.
It's okay.
Oh, my throat is just super dry. All right. I see Catworm is in at 37. So we're looking for 38 or more. Woo. All right, let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. Cowworm, I was coughing way before I had the nut like 10. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, there's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Looks like Caroline came in there with a 38, but Catworm had it just in case. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh my goodness. So Catworm, it's yours for 39. Thank you so much.
Amie, if you need me to go like my next 3 rounds, if you need to go, drink some water and stuff, I can do that.
We'll see. We'll see
Okay. All right. Just like, yeah, I can give you a break if you need it. This children's book starts at 18. And this is just a super fun one. So this children's book called Fairy Gold. It is kind of in rough shape, so I'm gonna show you. But I love that. Look at how his wings are in the bubble, how they curve. And the kid is like blowing bubbles, and somehow he made it in there. So the spine isn't super great on this, but from what I saw online, mainly all of them are like that, however it was made. And then it's got this on the back as well. But oh my God, it's the inside. The inside of this is insane. So here is the first page. Look at it's a fairy parade. Oh Lord. And then it says whose book it is. I mean, come on. It just like every single page has pixies. Like every single page. And this is big. So this is 12.25 inches by 10 inches. This is big. This is a big one. So fairy
Catherine,
gold.
I'm gonna go get something else to drink.
Do
while
it.
you go through the book. I'll
Do
be
it.
right back.
So this says Fairy Gold and Other Stories, and this is published by Whitman, 1913. Super duper cute. I mean, look at that. Oh my God. I just love it. So yep, here's Fairy Gold, all illustrated with fairies. Even their drop caps have like little fairies in it. I mean, it's amazing. This is amazing. Yeah, oof. There is some colors. This is Cockadoodle Doo. Let's see. Look at that page with the moon. Oh, killing me. Just killing me. How the fairy rings are made. Oh, look at they have the mushrooms on their backs. Does anyone else call like the rings of mushrooms fairy rings? I do. I call them fairy rings. So I love that the fairies are bringing the mushroom. Oh, that's so cute. So yeah, they're making the fairy rings. Super cute. God, I love the drop caps. Look, the drop caps have the little fairies in it. Wild. This book is wild. Oh God, why is this so cute? The home of the fairy babies. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? It's so good. Yeah, the home of the fairy babies. There is a little fairy dropping down from the sky into her hand, and it's a fairy baby. I can't. I just can't, y'all. This is wild. And then again, we have the bubble fairy. So we have that color image. Another color image. I mean, really, there practically is fairies on every page. And you know what I love about this is they're different fairies. So like, do you see how that one's like more of a dragonfly fairy? And then the drop caps have fairies too. But yeah, it's like all the fairies are like a different type of fairy. Their wings are different, they're stylized different, and they all like live together. It's fantastic. Look at this one. Oh my god.
I have never seen this book.
Look at
Can you show
spider
it to me? I've
webs.
never seen this one before.
Look at that.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's wild. This is just a wild book. The fairy wishing ring. So it's mushrooms again. Look at, there's like a Gandalf fairy.
That's
Gandalf
totally
fairy.
Gandalf fairy.
But yeah, I mean, just every other page is pictures, and they all have fairies, which is just amazing. Again, fairies. This book is in rough shape, although I wouldn't condone taking it apart. You could. Oh my god, the fidgety fairy. I mean, come on.
I would frame that.
I would frame it. I would frame it too.
It looks like there's a lot of stuff that could be framed in there.
Yeah, there's. Oh my god, look at the cats. And then this, oh, the fairy queen. Sorry, guys. I think I'm almost going to go through all of them. This one's, yeah. The book is 1913, but this illustration says 1912. But yeah, I'm probably going to go through almost all of them just to show you because it's spectacular. Oof, there again, there's that fairy parade, and they're going to see their queen. Very Gilda the Good Witch happening here. Look at that. Very Gilda the Good Witch. I love the drop caps.
What's the publication on this?
1913.
Oh, so good.
Oh. Oh my god! I've never seen this one. I didn't ever see this one.
It's Jack Frost.
Pushing a sleigh.
Mm.
Oh my god! All right, now we're at the end, and then another picture. The snow fairy. Ooh, I'm here for it. I love how they did like these dots to like show things that were translucent. I think that's really neat. It's just an interesting choice. Yeah, and every drop cap is individual. Like they're all hand done when you see them. More fairies, more fairies. But yeah, online, it looks like they all are in about this condition. However, the ones I saw online did have like children's scribbles in this. And here's the end. And mine, the only children's scribbles is just the, the kid. This book is okay. So I'm not sure if the kid was being funny or if like this is real. It's Dick Eaton is the name of the kid. I don't know. I would be the Sancy Pants. That would do that. It is questionable, but all right. Thank you everybody for your bids on this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yes, please note the spine. I mean, it's still like the book is still firmly together. All the stitches are firmly together. All the, everything's firmly, but it's not there anymore, the covering. And there's the back. So just another good look at kind of the condition on this. I would keep it together, but like there is, like Amie said, very frameable pieces in this. And let's count it down. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. I'm so glad you like it. Yay. All right. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid ends on this beautiful piece. The Book of 500 Fairies. That should be the title.
It's good. It's really good.
Whoever gets this, I want to know how many fairies are in it. That's your job.
You gotta count every one. All right, bid is in there from Karen. So it looks like the high bid was Jean at 43, but Miss Judy, Gnarly Jones, put it just in case of 65. So Judy is your winner at 44.
Congrats. This is a fun.
That's amazing.
Congrats.
Spectacular. No, I need to find a copy of that book.
Right?
I do. That's on my list now. All right. I got some slapdash tea because I didn't have time to boil the kettle or anything, but it's hot liquid is helping a little bit. Yes. I can actually talk now. So sorry, you guys. I thought I was getting better, but apparently not. Okay. That just kind of came out of nowhere. All right. I have a chonky black cat for my next round. And there he is. Meow meow. He is he's made by Shafford, Shafford, Japan. He is a redware black cat. Shafford did a lot of black cat pieces in the redware pottery. And there's no chipping to him, although he would have originally come with cold paint for a lot of the features on the bow tie and on the face and that sort of thing. There's a little bit of green still left for his eyes, but there's no damage to like the ceramic, the planter. And I was trying to peek on the inside. It does not look like there was ever a plant inside, but look how chonky that cat is.
I love him.
He's a fur ball. And then they stylize the tail kind of up along the one side. But he definitely could work for Halloween. I don't know if Bill has this one. I'm not sure if he does. He probably does. But you can totally put a plant in here if you want to. We can always condone a real plant if you can keep them alive, which I can't seem to do. I have killed an air fern, which I didn't know that was possible, but I have. But he would look really cool with maybe some silver or maybe some spooky greenery coming out of the back. You wouldn't have to leave him out just for Halloween. I think he could stay out year round as well. He does date to the 50s. So he came out in that era. The black cats that Shafford did came out in the same kind of era as the spaghetti poodles. So he does date to the 50s. And measurement for him, he is 4.5 by 4 3/4 on him. Oh, he would look good with a bottle brush tree in there.
Mm-hmm.
There are Halloween colored bottle brush trees. I know Target has some. Dollar Tree, I think, had some this year. Although if they had them, they went like super fast. If they had any, because mine didn't ever have any that I saw. But I know that Target has some because I spied them when they were putting their Halloween out after back to school. They do have some bottle brush trees, but yeah, he would be a good candidate for that. Minx, I'm glad that you killed it. Well, I'm not glad that you killed a plant, but I'm glad that I'm not alone in the fact that you can kill air plants. They don't really require anything. They just sit there. And somehow I managed. I don't know. Mama Pam's got a green thumb. I do not. That's why I like artificial. Artificial is my jam. But we'll bring Kitty Friend back and we'll get Katherine going.
I love Kitty Friend. So I have a ton of the Shafford black cats. Ton of them. And I love them. All right. So this is $10 choice. And these are just really a fun piece of ephemera to collect. So, but I don't see people talking about them that much. But they're theater programs. And what I love about these is like the graphics are fantastic. We're gonna do a choice of 3. I'm gonna look through all of them. And the inside is full of amazing ads. It's so good. And because the plays, just like now, would get the programs and such paid for by selling ad space. Same thing then as it is now. So let's look at all these. So this is a gorgeous, says Majestic Theater. Look at the beautiful like ballerina scene on this one. And on back, we got a Lucky Strike. But I mean, inside is really what we're talking about. The inside ads are amazing. All the way through these, there are great, great ads. Info about the play. Here is the theater layout. So you know where your tickets are.
Oh.
Yep. But yeah, all the way through, there's ads. So all the way through, you get imagery on these. Probably like 24 pages or something. But yeah, all the way through. And then you get the theater program, of course, because that's what this was for. But to be able to pay to print them. Oh, I didn't see this one.
Oh, cool.
Y'all, it's Lifesavers. Oh, I didn't see that. I'm like, oh, I love that. Okay, so yes, all the way through, great imagery. Okay, and here's the end page. Okay, so that one's the ballerina, and this is 1930. And then this one, I love me some naked ladies, so that's why I love this one so much. And then on the back, again, Lucky Strike. Let's see, is this one 1930 as well? I mean, I'm not sure, but it's gotta be close. But oh my god, the ads. Look at that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh,
She's got some attitude.
oh, so good. This is hilarious. This is liven up that limp, eliminating stasis, pepping up peristaltic action, titillating the tissues, speeding up the system generally. Look at,
Oh my god.
it's one of those vibrating machines.
Nice.
Classic. But yeah, all the way through again. These have ads all the way through, beautiful illustrations that are very late 20s, early 30s. More beautiful ads. Oh my god, what? Yeah, so good. All right. Yeah, pages of ads. And then it has the layout of the theater again. It has your program, more ads, and then this is the last page. Okay. I'm not sure the year on that, but I'm guessing it's about 1930. And then this one has a Perot, which is just fantastic. A Perot and a very Georgian era type lady. And look at the Lucky Strike ad. So good. And then this one has that same kind of interesting ad in the front. Let's see. Ooh, this one has some stories in it. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, they're just really neat pieces of ephemera that don't take up a lot of room, but yet have a very good documentation of the day, of the era, just like a magazine, because you get the ads, you get to see all the stuff that's in popular culture at the time. And they're absolutely beautiful. Ooh, wedding rings of appealing beauty. Ooh la la. Betteridge wedding rings. Ooh, look at that.
What are they saying?
I don't know. Okay, yes. So adds the cast, the setup of the theater, again, the back. And so this one is the Perot. And this was for choice on these little sweeties. And I took up a lot of time with that. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
But those are fun. So I think we're gonna pass on these. We're gonna pass
All
on these sweethearts.
right. All right. We will do a recap at the end too, you guys. We'll bring stuff back. If you weren't here, I know lots of people have been popping in and out, so I might have missed something. All right. This is going to start at 18 for me, and we have 2 more rounds, regular rounds left, right? Right, Catherine? We have 2 more.
I have one more. But that makes sense because I started.
Yes.
Yeah. Nope, that's right. That's right. We got this.
That's my thinking because Jason normally makes me go first, and so then I keep track of the rounds. Okay, yeah, okay, we're on track. Cool. So this was something else I put together. So semi-crafted, like semi-homemade, like recipe, but semi-crafted. Okay. So we have a little baby mantle frame. Now I found this and it did not have the glass or the backing with it, but I was like, I can surely do something with that. And then I found this really cool antique piece of lace. And I was like, dang, that looks like a spider web.
That's amazing.
So that's why, and that is adhered to the frame. Okay. I have glued it on the back. All right. And you are going to get the brooch. It wouldn't be complete without a spider. So I did find one, and this was much larger than what I wanted for that little salt cellar. So this is like a little rhinestone. It is a brooch. He can come off. He is not permanently attached there. But I thought if you wanted to, not have it be spooky for Halloween, you could hang earrings on there.
Yep.
You could use it as a regular jewelry display. It didn't have to be spooky, but I thought since, we are in spooky season, I thought I would include a little rhinestone sparkly spider to come with it. And you can also, with these mantle frames, which I like that was the whole purpose of these. You could put them up high. If you had a photo in there, you could, angle it down so who's ever was looking at it could see it. I did sign this one on the bottom.
I love that.
The bottom side. So measurement for it is 6.5 by 7 for the frame, 6.5 by 7 for the frame. And then the Spidey is 1 3/4 by 2 at his widest. All right. Trina, I see it 18. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Minx. That was fun. And now I'm inspired. I want to make a bigger one. I just have to find a mantle frame that doesn't have the glass in it. I like to pick up the mantle frames if they're in really good shape, but now I will look for some that are not in so great shape. And I really like the silver painting on this too. It kind of has like black accents to it, like waves almost. I really like that.
I love to have my brooches out on picture frames so I can see them. It helps me wear them.
Yeah.
And so I love that because like you said, you don't have to just make it spooky. You can change them out with your brooches. Right. And it's a great way to remind yourself, look at your jewelry, wear your jewelry. It's beautiful,
Absolutely.
I love it.
All right. Trina, we'll count it down for you. We're looking for 19 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. And I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the show, that if anybody purchases from me tonight, will be combined shipped with tomorrow night. Fantastic finds. And Catherine was also combined shipping from her sale on Friday if you got something from her. So, all right. Bid end is in from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Trina, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right. And this is my last round. Let's see. What did I have these starting at? 14. This is choice 14.
Oh.
So you may have seen my video, Rusty and Racy Vintage. I went down to Antique Archaeology and I went to Daniel Colby's Exdesiast Museum grand opening. And I picked up some ephemera there. So the first one is in August 1921.
I love the cover on that.
It's beautiful. It's just, I loved the color contrast on that. So this is 14 inches by 10 and a half. And it is not in perfect condition. There's stuff happening there. But it's gorgeous. Like the whole, I don't know, it's just beautiful. I do have to be really careful with this one, as far as like the inside, because this one's an oldie. So, but I'm gonna show you a little bit. Whoops. It's beautiful on the inside. There's all kinds of beautiful things advertising the automotives. A lot of the stuff in here is advertising for farm machines. So you got a lot of like furnaces, cars, plows. So it's a really kind of cool, like have a tough tractor job. Like it's kind of an interesting like look into that life. I mean, you can get dogs, apparently. You can get pigeons.
You can order dogs in the Woolworth catalogs as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, anyways, and then here's the back of this one. But really, I just picked it up because this is beautiful. What I also think is interesting about these catalogs is a lot of the items are being sold to the women of the house, which is kind of fascinating. Like the cars, they're advertising to the women, which I think is kind of fascinating. I don't know. You just kind of, you don't think of it that way.
Mama Pam and I went and visited the antique archaeology in Davenport a couple years ago because we'd never been to it either. And I also purchased ephemera because I couldn't buy anything else.
Yes, it's very
you can
much
buy replicas from the show, or not replicas, but you could buy a few of the bigger pieces, like that they found on the, for several $1,000s if you wanted to. But they didn't have a whole lot of like, little trinkety things that you could pick up. So I think I got a greeting card and a postcard or something, like vintage.
Yep.
That's all I could buy. So.
And then this one is October 13th, 1923. And again, it's all about the beautiful lady.
She's awesome.
I did kind of peruse this one and I didn't see any like Halloween stuff. I definitely picked it up hoping there would be just beautiful ads and images. Oh, that's interesting. Pre-cooled fruits? What? What is that? That's interesting. But ooh, the country gentleman. Ooh, I love. Ooh, she's let me see. But yeah, all the way through. Again, beautiful ads. All the way through. Ooh, General Motors. See, look, they're advertising to the woman.
That's really interesting.
That's so neat.
Don't see that very often.
I know, it's neat, but of course they're advertising to the woman because she bought this magazine, right? Probably. There's a guy in his underwear, so but anyways, okay. So let's see. Was there any? I didn't even pay attention. Was there any interest on these? We can pass.
I don't see anybody.
Okay, we can pass then. All right.
Okay, my last round is a book. And since Katherine brought a few fairy things, I was fresh out of fairy things except for this. And bonus, it's Halloween colors. So this is a children's book, and it's the Elson Readers. There's a whole series of these with different little images on the front. But I just found this a few weeks ago, and I solely picked it up because of the cover. But there's some bonus things. I marked a few of the other bonus fairy things. Actually, there's a whole bunch of fairy things that are in here. But I really liked the cover artwork and the fact that it's not bright orange. It's kind of like a dull kind of goldy orange and black for the cover. And this dates to 1920. This was Evelyn's book. She wrote her address. She wrote her name. She really didn't want anybody to take her book. And FYI, there are some bending. There's a few tears and that sort of thing, just on the inside. But It is book number 3 for the Elson readers, and I'm gonna, let's see, flip ahead. So there are some color pages that are in here. I don't know if my camera is going to cooperate. It was doing a good job earlier today. But there's a little poem here about the fairies, and there's like some fairies hanging out in the weeds there. And there's a story called The Fairy Shoes here for this one. I love these illustrations. I just wish they would come in
I
clear.
love the two-tone color of that
Yeah,
era
the
in
two-tone colors.
illustrations.
I do too. What else did I mark in here? Trying to flip ahead. So there's a whole bunch of stories. Actually, I'm going to flip back. I'm going to show you, like, they're kind of divided on the type of story. There's a whole bunch in here. So here's the contents. So we've got fairies and folk tales, the brownies and fairies, children, legends, and there's the copyright of 1920 in there as well. And they're kind of tales from different books that are kind of compiled into one. Holidays. Sadly, there's no Halloween. All right, but there is the Little Pumpkins Thanksgiving is in there, and there's a couple Christmas stories. Home and Country, Heroes of Long Ago, The Outdoor World, Old Tales, and then there's some. Oh, there's hedgehogs. I didn't even see the hedgehogs. Look at them, little hedgies. I didn't even see those in there. But I'm gonna go back to where I was at. Oh, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh, here's a good imagery there. A little fairy talking to a birdie there. And here's another one. Yeah, I like these two-tone colors too. So there's a mixture of different colors of inks in here as well. What is this page that I marked? Oh, Irene, the idol at the fairy house. There she is right there. I love those butterfly wings. But anyway, there's all sorts of fairy stuff in here. I didn't mark everything, but it's a good thick book. It just does have some wear to it because it's from 1920. All right, but I strictly picked it up because I thought it would be cool to display for Halloween. And it does have a little bit of color on the spine too. All right, I see Wings is in at 11, so we're looking for 12 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did it.
Is that an X-Files mug?
Oh. Mm-hmm. I'm a big X-Files nut. I have been my entire life. Okay. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right. Looks like Deborah had it just in case of 14, but Wings had it just in case of 22. So Wings, it's yours for 15. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I am going to do my recap.
Yes, it is recap time, you guys. So usually for recap, if you guys want to claim anything, make sure to type in the item plus the price. And if there's multiple people interested, we'll do a countdown just like a regular round. Okay.
So we have a choice of 2 magazines. Beautiful covers. Really, I got them for the covers. Like, that's really what I got them for. We got October 13th, 1923, and we got August 1921. So it would be October or August, and these are $14 for these ones. I'm not going to page through them again, but they're awesome. I specifically like the ads that target women to sell stuff to the wives of the farmers. I think that's really cool. And I did get those at Antique Archaeology. So if you watch American Pickers, that's where those came from. So next, we have theater programs. Really super duper fun. Beautiful graphics. These are going to be $10 each, $10 each. There's a Perot one, and we'll just do one ad in each of them. Like this page and this one. And it's just full of them. This one is a ballerina and the cast. And we'll just do one page. Let's see what page I want to do. This one's weird. I don't know what's going on there.
What is going on?
I don't know. And then this one has beautiful naked ladies. This is the one I would frame. I love me some naked ladies. Oh my God, the ads. Oh, the ads on this one are great. Oh God. Okay. All right. And then my last piece that is still up for grabs is the item that I have that does have a disclaimer. So this is $24. This is a Gibson Girl pyrography wall plaque. When I got this 8 months ago, it came in the mail and it did have a smoke smell. I have taken it outside for 8 months with baking soda and it's fine. I can put it in my house and I'm very sensitive to smoke smells. So, but it does come with that disclaimer that that's how it originally came to me that way. And I was pretty bummed, but she is gorgeous. And this Gibson Girl pyrography piece is 24 and that is all I got.
All right. All right. And you guys can always check with Katherine for if there's anything still available if you're watching on the replay.
Absolutely.
So make sure and check with her. All right. I'm going to bring back a few of my things as well. I had the orange and black silhouette tin.
Oh, that's so good.
It does have paint wear on it. But I like the wear that it does have.
So good. Oh
All right. This was 16. So you could type in tin 16 if you want to claim that. Great Halloween all colors, orange and black. Or it could be a cool riser as well. And then we had Chonky Kitty, Chonky Shafford Kitty. Oh, Pam, I see you for the tin. Miss Pam. Thank you so much, Pam. I'm going to write you down for that. Pam DeAndrea. You got it, Pam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Chonky Shafford, made Japan, 1950s. Kitty Planter. He's here for Halloween, but he's here year-round as well. Meow, meow. He is 16 as well. So you can type in cat 16 if you want to claim kitty friend. Cat 16. And then the last thing I had was my boot lot. Oh, Deborah is claiming my kitty. Right,
that's a good get. I've never seen that piece before. That's cool.
Deborah Williams. All right. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it. All right. My boot lot. So with the Victorian ladies boot for the base. It does have some wear, some deterioration to the leather, but that's to be expected. And then nothing is permanent in the boot. It does have a piece of this really kind of cool goldy green, creepy kind of lace that is just tucked in there, and the cabinet card that I have turned into a witch. She is very cool with that cameo, and that is why I've paired the little cameo brooch with wonderful. It. So it is a lot, but you can do what you will with it. It's kind of an instant display. This was $40 for the boot. If you want to claim this, you can put Das Boot 40. Das Boot. Or Boot 40. You don't have to do the German version, just Boot 40 is fine if you want to claim that. And that was my recap. Thank you all so very much. And definitely, oh, Das Boot. Das Boot. Der Boot, Pam. Der Boot. Danke. Danke. All right. Thank you, Pam. The boot is yours. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I loved putting that together. Okay.
That was good. That was really good.
Thank you, Katherine, for joining me, of course.
Thank you for inviting me
to sell with you. I know we don't get to do it as much. And big thank you to Karen G for being our bid ender today, and for Kim helping out in the chat as well. Appreciate you ladies so very much. Katherine, what do you have going on?
Oh goodness.
Or what do you have coming up? A video that you might have coming up?
So I do weekly videos. To be quite honest, I might be ramping down a little bit coming up soon. So
Okay.
that's just a warning for people. Amie, you might know what I'm working on. I have a bigger project in the works that I will share with this channel at some point, but it'll probably be around March next year. It is a historic project. It is a publication project with real historical significance. And so I'm pivoting some time over there, but as of right now, we're still having weekly videos, but my selling will kind of be as I can, things like that. So yeah, I'm kind of doing a little less than usual, but let's see, things I do know that are coming up. I know I talked about a trip to Chicago. I'm not doing it. There's stuff going on and I'm not gonna go, unfortunately, so there won't be a video for that, which I'm kind of bummed because I was going to see Dandy Wellington and that would have been amazing. But New Year's I will do a video of going back to Iowa, going back to
Yeah.
antique archaeology. Actually, I was just contacted by Danielle, and she's gonna send like a museum like mystery box for me to open on my channel.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun. But I will do a video of going down to their New Year's Eve party. I'm very excited. I'm her guest. She's invited me down with free tickets. I'm like blown away. Like I've never felt
That's
so
so
just like
cool.
loved by a random stranger. So it was very kind of her. So I will have a video on that. But other than that, I will just be in the chats and talking to y'all and saying hi.
I did have, I know normally my videos come out Sundays at 5 o'clock, but you got to see us at 5 o'clock today instead. So my video actually dropped an hour earlier today. So it came out at 4 o'clock today from the Northern Ohio Doll and Bear Show. It's much more than dolls. Some people aren't into dolls, and that's fine. But there's a whole lot of other stuff that is at the doll shows besides just dolls. So that came out today. And then I am gonna pop up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern here on my channel. Jason of Mother Tuckers and I are doing, I'm going to pop a graphic up here. We're doing our all Halloween extravaganza tomorrow night. So it's all Halloween, vintage, antique, and I have a couple handmade things as well coming for that. So if you purchase anything from me tonight, I'm going to combine ship both of the sales together. And I'm also going to pop this graphic up here for a reminder too. If you haven't sent information to either me via email or filled out Catherine's contact form on her website, if you purchase anything from her today, please make sure to do that as soon as possible, because I know Catherine wants to get her stuff done ASAP.
Yep.
And we didn't talk about, or I didn't talk about when I'm doing invoicing this week, Tuesday. I'm doing mine on Tuesday.
Okay.
So you will see something from me on Tuesday. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us on a Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And thank you again, Catherine. Always a pleasure. All right. Good night, you guys.